Now let's look at the effect of common ions. We have actually already done this when we talked about Le Chatelier's principle. So it's the same thing, but anyway, let's look at this example. If we started with a saturated solution of silver chloride, what is the equation? We're going to break it apart into ions. Okay, if we add sodium chloride to that, we're adding both sodium and chloride ions. And so the common ion, what we mean by common ion is the chloride. So the sodium does nothing because it's not part of the equilibrium. The chloride is our common ion. And so if we add some product, the equilibrium will shift to the left because of that. And shifting to the left means we're going to get a precipitate. So less will be dissolved. Okay, here's another example. I have a compound, calcium fluoride, and I have its solubility product. If I have a saturated solution of sodium chloride, that means that if it's saturated, it means that 3.9 times 10. It means that the product of these concentrations gives you this number. It means that these are at equilibrium. Those are the highest concentrations of those that you can have. That's what the KSP means. So if it's saturated with calcium fluoride, then I want to just look at these and see if I see calcium or fluoride. This one doesn't have it. This one has calcium, so this one would. This one has fluoride, so this one would affect. And then, so those two is the answer, but then it asks about potassium fluoride only. Does it affect the KSP? And no, it doesn't change the equilibrium constant. This number stays the same. It's just that when we add, say this one, if we're adding potassium fluoride, we're increasing this value to where it's too high. So what'll happen is that the concentration of the chloride has to drop so that we're still getting this number as a product. Anyway, that's looking at it mathematically, but know that changing concentrations does not change an equilibrium constant, any of them. The only thing that changes equilibrium constants is heating or cooling. But anyway, so let me finish filling this out. So KSP doesn't change, but adding it just increases the concentration, which causes it to shift.